join you here at the Brownhill Recreation Grounds. It's young Daniel bowling wrist spinners, and he's just stroked into the offside, can't score. So the All Stars team, precariously placed, I would say, at 91 for 7, but then runs on the board, always runs on the board. As he moves in now, Daniel loops it, really loops it, and he has beaten the batsman as he had a swing at it. They're thinking of the second, hustling back now for the second, and they'll get it easily in the end. So 2 more runs and by signal, so he looped it up. It really was a rank full toss, and he had a swing at it and missed it completely. Went past the keeper, and they got 2. So it's going to be Daniel. Moves in once more, little hop and a skip, moves in, loops it up again, he swings into that, but he has picked out the man at point, he's gone. A full toss, and he just slammed into it and picked out the man at point, and it was an easy catch. So Daniel has picked up wicket number 8, and so All Stars certainly struggling to get to the 100 mark. So that was Akadiento Willett, who has gone. Another wicket for the Brownhill team. So it's going to be Daniel, who will proceed now from the pavilion end. Here he goes, moves in now, loops it up once more, and he comes solidly forward, pushes it into the offside, so can't score. But Daniel has been bowling pretty well all season. Matter of fact, all of the brothers have bowled well. Loops it, full toss now, swings it. Has he picked out the man? No, it's well short of the man. And he had a swing at that, did the big fast bowler. And didn't really time it, didn't go far. And they got a single. Dropped his cap in the process. So 1 more to the total. So it's going to be Daniel. We'll move in once more to bowl. Here he goes. Loop. That's a good delivery. Stumped. He got to be stumped. He pulled him down the track. At that time, just looking at the movement of the arm, it looked as if he bowled the off spin on that occasion. So he's showing great variety here, young Daniel. Number 10 on his back. And he drew him out of his crease, really. The keeper had it in his gloves momentarily and left him. So missed him badly too. And gets the life there. So it's going to be Trishawn Francis, who is bowling from the other end. So you have the wrist spinner from the pavilion end, and you have the off spinner from the acacia tree end, I would call it. As he moves in now to bowl, Francis, nicely undriven there, picks out the man at long on. He's calling for 2, thinking about it seriously. But good bit of feeling, good quick movements by the fielder, preventing the possibility of a second run. So just 1 more to the total. So it's going to be Francis, and he'll be bowling to the new batsman. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl flat, and he's swinging at that. He's bowled. It was a wild swing. It was flat, fast, and direct on stumps, and he's clean bowled. It was a poor shot, really, and so that makes it 9 gone. And the tallest man on the team comes out, Onaji Amri. If height was runs, if height could be worked out to runs, he'll make 67. 67 is on his back. But unfortunately, because I think he's about 6'7", come to think of it, he's about 6 feet 7 inches, maybe even taller than that. But right now, 67 on his back. I think All Stars would be happy for even 6 of those. But if runs were height, he would make 67. Goes out there now to bat. Amri. So Trishan Francis picked up a wicket in his previous overs, picked up one in this one. Moves in now to bowl. Flat, shorter, and the tall man Amri, instead of pulling that one away, carefully just pushing it into the onside. He's known for his off spinners as well. So he should know a thing or two about batting the off spin of Trishan Francis. But he's not too known for his batting prowess as he bowls short. He pulls that one into the onside, picks out the man at long on, and he gets off the mark. So he gets one. That was a rank long hop. And he pulled it towards long on, picked up a single. So one more to the total. So here he goes once more. Francis is to bowl from the acacia tree end. Moves in now to bowl short again. He's bowling a bit too short now and actually wide in the process. So he was not only short, but he transgressed further by making it wide. And it looks as if that must be Kezwan Archibald, the captain, having a quick word with him, saying, man, just loop the ball up. We're getting them with the balls pitched up. Why change it now? So here goes. Francis moves in now to bowl. Loops it up. He's beaten. Comprehensively beaten. And there might be a run-out chance here. And he gets back in because he was so concerned about being beaten that he didn't pick up that he could have gone through for a bye. Najee Amri was way down on him and had to race back in to save his own wicket. So here goes once more. Francis it is, moves in now, loops it up, he reaches a long way out, the man is in and he's appealing, he's shouting his appeal and celebrating in the process, trying to psych out the umpire, but umpire Frank Munzak is unimpressed, saying that the big man, he's so tall, he just took about 2 steps down the track and he was home. So home, safe and sound is Najee Amri. So the batsman now will settle as we have Daniel once more. He's into a good spell here. Moves in now to bowl. Loops it up. The batsman is pushing casually, almost carefully there. Daniel has really gotten into a very good rhythm here. And here's the youngster moving in once more. Loops it, really loops it. He punches it in the air. It was the man at deep extra cover. Has he given up? Well, the man at long off comes across Fabs, and they'll get 2 very easily. He was in the air for a while, but it was away from Shahid Tyson at that short extra cover position. He was in the air past him, but away from him, and so 2 runs safely taken. Not afraid to loop at all. Here goes once more. Daniel Bold loops it again. He's swinging into that. He might have just dropped short of the man at point. He already got a catch there, and the ball was in the air for a long time, and he was racing in, but he dropped well short of him. So here he goes. The experienced Elkamida Willett is still in them, all of 16 overs after this over, and this time he just beaten outside the off stump. So 16 overs remaining. Remember, these are extended matches. It's not the 20 overs, it's not the 10 overs. I think it's a 50 overs affair. So here he goes now, moves in now, flat and fast, good variety there. Daniel throws himself away from the stumps and trying to pull it in, but can't pull it in. But that was well negotiated because it was a quicker ball, showing great variety, great skill here. Daniel bowled it flat and fast, but the batsman picked it and drove it nicely. Daniel was throwing himself but couldn't stop it. So Najee Amri, what will he do? He has just been told by the experienced Elkamida Willett that they are out of 16 overs remaining. Only 1 wicket remaining, but they're telling them, bat out the 16 overs. You can add some serious, crucial runs. Flat and fast, goes for the Yorker, or Najee Amri jams down on it. So firing that one in very quickly there was Daniel. Again showing great variety and skill, but well negotiated by Amri. Trishan Francis guides it into the offside, can score. So here goes Francis, moves in now to bowl, and this time solidly in line, pushes it up into the offside, can score. So here goes once more. Francis moves in now, loops it up. He drives in the air, but away from the man at point. He races after it. They should get one safely. Coming back for the second, and two crucial runs. Again, Amri just taking 2 steps down the track to complete the second run, and chance of a run out really was null and void. Maybe at the other end, but not at the end when Amri just has to make 2 strides down. So it's going to be Trishawn Francis once more. And you know it's going to be a competitive second half of this game because All Stars is going to fight all the way through. That's a lovely shot. He has hit it wide of the man at long on. Mid-wicket comes across. Onaje Amri's pad has gone, left him. He was trying to turn, but he realized that his pad was in problems. Well, he was in problems with his pad. It was coming clean off. Apparently not properly buckled initially. And umpire Frank Munzak has signaled one shot. It can't be one shot at the end that Onaje Amri put in his bat, because he can't be termed a shot. That's a long man. So the shot has to be from the other end. Well, Trishawn Francis prepares now to bowl to Amri, who has repaired his pads, gotten the repairs done, and he's going to settle once more. Batting with something looking like a matchstick from this distance. The tall man settles over his bat as he moves in now. Francis to bowl short. He's pointing it in the air for a long way, but down towards the man at mid-wicket, well away from him, and gets a single. So, well, what's going on here? Did they cross or did they come back for 2? So apparently they got 2 because Amri's back in strike. So Francis just a little bit short. Again, I think Kezran Archibald had a word with him. He's just dragging them down too much. So moves in once more. Here's Francis, flat and fast, and goes wide. He tried to outsmart the batsman there with one that was really bowled quickly, but he lost the script in terms of direction, and he was way down the leg side. The keeper did well to get a glove to it, and so it's only one wide. Moves in once more to bowl short again, this time left alone outside the off stump. And so I think Francis not doing exactly what Kezran Archibald wants him to do. I think Daniel is more on script, more in terms of what is required. He is really very nicely and looping it a lot. Here goes this Daniel moving in now, loops it up, he comes quietly forward, almost tentatively there, reaching for that one. Daniel not afraid to loop, and you'll wonder if it would make sense to get a man a little closer on the offside. Maybe a first slip, maybe a silly point. You never know, force the batsman into error. Here goes Daniel, moves in once more, loops it, he's driving pretty confidently. Picks out Shy Tyson at short extra cover, can't score. So looking pretty confident on that occasion. Here's Daniel moving in once more, loops it, he's down the track again. Daniel is showing himself to his left, can't pull it in. Goes down, trickling down to Shelton Forbes. So I think he's going to feature big time. He's an exciting batsman, left-handed batsman. He's going to feature big time for Brownhill. And he's one they'll have to get out early if they're going to win this match, All Stars. Changes now to the field. Kezran Archibald is trying to outsmart the batsman. He's saying, look here, come in shorter. Let him try to go over your head. Let's see if the batsman is going to take the bait. He loops it. He's leaving this one alone. The big man, Amri, just watches it through. So almost a Courtney Walsh type kind of leave. And he exudes confidence, does Amri. He walks around his stumps, makes the bowler wait, settles over his bat now. As here goes, he loops it, he watches it outside the off stump. As a matter of fact, that one passed him full. It was full when he passed him, but he had no intention of playing at that. He just watched it through. And Kezran Archibald having a quick word now with Daniel. I think he would have told him, look here, continue looping it, but get it on stump, get it on stump. So let's see what happens here now. What will Onaje Amri do in response? Daniel bowled flat and fast. He tries. Oh, that's what he told him to do. Bowled a flat and fast one. It was flat. It was quick. And he came down on it again. So apparently he overheard the conversation on Onaje Amri. And he was waiting and ready for it. Just jabbed down on it. Kept it out well. And that ends the over. Well, Kezron Archibald has decided that, look here, I think that these tailenders have batted long enough. He has opted to bring himself into the attack. Kezron Archibald, Leeward Islands all-rounder. And he's going to race into bowl. So, it's going to be Kezron Archibald. And he's going to move in now from the Acacia tree end. Moves in now to bowl. Solidly played. Solidly played. Exuding confidence, the batsman. Already been told by Willett how many overs are left, and it seems as if they intend to bat them out too. But that was a nice looking defensive shot. No backing away. Solidly in line. Confidently in line. Keeping it out well. Archibald it is. Will turn from the far end. And he'll move in now to bowl. There he goes. Races in now. Bowls. He's driving. Shot in anger. And looks as if he's trying to shield Amri. I think Amri might say, I think you're taking a bit of an affront with me. I can bat too. But so I guess that's what happened in the previous over. Amri didn't get two then. They refused to take the run. Well, so we'll wait and see who the batsman is. He has decided that he's going to take on Kezron Archibald. He's going to make sure that All Stars bat a little longer. Punches this one hard, but finds the man at mid-off. Can't score. So, another dot in the scorer's book. So, Kezron Archibald it is, with some adjustments being made in the field. Man goes out at long on. Apparently, Onaje Amri watching the movements in the field, having a quick word with his teammate, telling him, look here, they've made some adjustments. Mid-on has gone to long on, and fine leg has come up in the circle. Some of the adjustments. The umpires maybe telling Onaje Amri, we need to speed up this thing. You're wasting time with all that chatter. So let's see what happens. This Archibald races in now to bowl. He's driving and beaten, comprehensively beaten on that occasion. Well taken by the wicketkeeper. So here goes. Archibald moves in now to bowl. Slow ball. Beaten. Beats a keeper too. It's gone away for four. Welcome. Does it get there? It stops. And they haven't run. They haven't run at all. Or have they? They haven't run at all. Oh, they went through for one. One by. That's careless work. Ball stopped in the outfield. The batsman. So actually, Juni Williams is very accomplished, I could tell you. Very good all-rounder. So that's why he was shielding Onaje Amri. I think Onaje now only has one ball to face. And let's see how he handles it. Juni Williams will be telling him, look here, you just play defensively. Don't back away. Just play defensively. I think it's going to be a Yorker. Oh, he gets batted. He's looking for runs. And Juni Williams says, no, I'm not. Well, he finally decides to come to fight. But I think he wanted the strike. And that ends the over. Onaje Amri is saying, look, I can bat too, you know. He's not very happy with Williams. And what's going on here? Oh, I think they have a cutoff time, so maybe the overs aren't finished, but the cutoff time, and we're gonna get some details here from the scorecard. So 111 from 25 overs. 25 overs. Side Williams 25. Carlon Tuckett 19. Those were the two top scorers. So and in terms of wickets. Let's get the wicket takers. Kezon 2, Kishan 3, and young Daniel would have gotten about 2. 1, Daniel got 1. So 25 overs completed, 111, 112 the target. And it's going to be an interesting second half, I believe. I have with me Carlon Bowen Tuckett, and I first of all want to congratulate him on being a part of the West Indies Academy team. So congratulations, Carlon.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, talk to us a little bit about the series against Ireland, your thoughts on that, and in terms of your personal performance.
Well, I think it was a good experience. First time playing first class cricket, so that's always a good experience. With the Island series, I think I did well with the gloves, but I could have contributed more with the bat. But it's just a good set of boys to be around, so it was just a good experience all around.
In terms of the batting, because I don't think it's a lack of form. Was it maybe overconfidence? You play a couple of shots that maybe you shouldn't have played. What was
I think shot selection was key. Even in this game just now, I think once I get my shot selection good, I feel like we'll be scoring more runs, hopefully.
Okay. So in this particular game that you were playing, I think you got 19. So you felt you were already on top of the ball and probably just wanted to bust the ball around a bit, maybe.
Maybe premeditation. Is a shot that I shouldn't have played, especially at this point in time in the game, because Say Williams and I was kind of in control. So just shot selection coming down again.
In terms of the West Indies Academy, what's in it going forward? How is there continued training, and would you be a part of it? What's the word?
We will be participating in the 4-day championship coming up. So that's what's next on the agenda.
And hopefully this time around you're going to be working on that shot selection. The glove work is apparently, from what you're saying, glove work is fine. Only now to get the shot selection thing.
Correct, correct.
Okay, so what are your plans? How many days do you have or weeks before that for the tournament?
I think the 4-day starts in early February.
Okay, so you have some time home to prepare and all that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, finally, Carlon, just kind of tell us about the Ireland team. What are your thoughts about the Ireland team? Because normally you hear about Ireland, but it seems as if they have a good bunch of guys as well.
Yeah, it was a good team. Playing against those guys was a good experience. Couple of them played international cricket already, so just learning from them and to just see how international competition was. It was a good experience.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Carlon. Your thoughts now on this game? 112 to win. You think they're gonna get it? How are you gonna defend that?
I think once we bowl well and bowl in our areas, it's not the easiest pitch to score on. So once we get on top, hopefully we can stay on top and bowl them out.
Thank you so much. Kian Pemberton offline here. So Brownhill chasing 112 for victory. We have the groundsman Jabal who is close. So we have Jabal. And I'm finding out the Jabal think Brownhill could make this.
Oh, that's an easy victory, Mr. Morton. Very easy.
Easy victory.
Easy victory.
I understand the wicket, the pitch is a little difficult to play on. What are your thoughts?
A lot of rain, so yeah, we got a little moisture.
So that may prove a problem for the Brownhill batsman.
No. Bowling on the pitch.
Brownhill on the pitch, okay.
Bowling on the pitch.
All right, thanks, Jabal.
Yeah, a little moisture, so you got to give and take. Otherwise, you have no game.
Okay, cool. Kian Pemberton, it is former West Indies under 19 fast bowler. Races in now to bowl. He's stroking that one. Nice bend of the knee. Strokes it into the offside. Little bit of a misfield. And they're off for the run. So, off the mark. You'd have to get the name, but I know that it's Fobbs, Shelton Fobbs, who has gone down to the other end. His mom and his dad, very supportive. They're somewhere in the crowd. Came to watch him bat today. Fobbs in strike. They would think that he's beaten, but I think Fobbs would say that he left it alone. True to the keeper, Tuckett. Here goes. Nicely flicked away, but there's a man on the long leg boundary. Stops it easily, but well played there by Fobbs. One more to the total. So Pemberton off a fairly long run. Races in now to bowl. Stroking it solidly, confidently up into the outside. Can't score. That ends the over. So actually, it's the Leewards under 15, under 17 player, Jose Pluck, who is out there. I didn't actually recognize him early. And so, looks as if All Stars introducing spin into the attack very early. So, let's see. Flat, and he's on the back foot, just turns it into the onside. Can't score. So we'll have to get the name of the batsman. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl short, and that should have been put away. Carlon Bowen Tuckett juggles with it, but maintains control. Maybe brush the pad of the batsman, Fabs, who settles once more. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to short. Again, he's punting this one. We'll back up the strip to the bowler. Bowler goes across quickly and pulls it in. Can't score. So here he goes once more, moves in now to bowl. Good delivery, solidly across. That was dead on stumps. But Fabs was coming right across his stumps and just pushing it back up the strip to the bowler. Lots of overs to make the runs. All Stars would have to bowl them out. So here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is sweeping that one. Gets it, dives across, doesn't stop it, and it goes for 4. So Carmichael trying desperately to pull it in at that short fine leg position and just couldn't, and it went away for 4. He's sweeping again, but that's, I think, struck him well outside the leg stump. There was a loud shout, loud appeal, but the umpire unimpressed. So it's going to be Ken Pemberton in his second over. Moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Watches it flow side the off stump. White signal by the umpire. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl outside the off stump. Flash and a miss. Right. Here goes now Pemberton. Races in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is watching that one throw outside the off stump. Keeping a bit low on that occasion. You just watch it flow. So here goes Pemberton. Moves in once more to bowl to Pluck. Off the edge, down towards third man. The man is racing across. Can he pull it in? He pulls it in. They're thinking of the second. There's a slight bubble, and they go back easily for the second. So 2 more to the total. Just a slight bubble on that occasion down there at third man, and they get 2 more. Here goes Pemberton. Races in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck again, leaning forward and then just shadowing it, watching it through to the keeper. Kian Pemberton, number 12 on his back. Races in now to bowl and stopped by the batsman. Fast bowlers don't like that. Coming in off your long run and then you're stopped. Gets them a bit annoyed, fast bowlers. Don't do that to Anderson Roberts in his heyday. So here goes. Pemberton races in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is driving back up the strip to the bowler and can't score. So here goes Ken Pemberton. Races in now to bowl. That goes way down the leg side. The fielder from long leg races across. Let's see what will be signaled. 4 wides. It was an awful delivery. Way off course. Carlon Tuckett couldn't pull it in. Long leg couldn't catch up. On for 4 wides. The experienced Powell having a quick word with the fast bowler. So Ross Powell racing across from mid-wicket to have a chat with Kian Pemberton. Maybe telling him, well, you're striving for too much pace. See, moves in now to bowl. He's steering this one into the offside. That's well played. And thinking of the second, but it's not on. So 1 more to the total. I'm not sure if the left arm bowler is Armadon. I'll have to verify that. But I really thought that if it's Armadon, he bowls right-handed. But this is a left armer. We'll have to verify who this bowler is. He goes from the far end, moves in now to bowl. He's choking that one. Goes to the man at short extra cover, but mid-off is in quickly. Can't score. He was driving forcefully at that. Was Young Pluck. Very attractive little player when he gets going. He goes once more. Prepares now to bowl to Jose Pluck. He bowls. He's beaten, comprehensively beaten. The bails removed quickly by Carlon Tuckett. They were whipped off quickly, but he was comprehensively beaten. Fortunately for him, his back foot was grounded. Quick bit of work there by Carlon Bowen Tuckett. So here he goes once more to bowl to Pluck. Bowls to Pluck. This time he struck on the pad. He's nodding his head, the umpire. Well, there was a little shake of the head. I thought for a moment, or maybe he was just shaking his head in the negative, but that head was moving. Umpire Buckner used to, I think, nod the head first and then raise the finger. There was a shake of the head for umpire Somersault, and he said no. Punching at that, he's beaten. Pluck now seems to be very agitated. He's not settled. He's a bit ruffled right now. And maybe the other batsman should just come and have a chat with him. Fab, so he's a little bit more experienced. Here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. That's that one popped and spun away as if the pitch found something new there. Well, so here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Flat and punched away. Finds a gap. That's a lovely looking shot. He's going to get at least 2. Maybe even contemplate 3. But will settle for 2. But that was well played. He got on top of it and punched it nicely away and picked up 2 in the process. So, prepares once more to bowl to Pluck. Here he goes, moves in out to bowl, loops that one. Pluck is beaten. Carlon Tuckett is shouting his appeal. The umpire is unimpressed. The umpire is unimpressed. Carlon Tuckett took it well, but he was beaten. Maybe he came off the pad, but I would think that the bowler won that round. Except for that lovely shot to the offside. Pluck was a little bit at seeing that over. Now Fabs has a quick word with him. Change in bowling. It's going to be Akadian to Willett. Fabs hasn't looked up as yet. And Willett was almost there. So it's going to be Akadian to Willett, and he'll be bowling to Shelton Fabs. So the bowler, Kian Pemberton, give him a break. So here he goes, Akadian to Willett. Moves in now to bowl to Fabs. Fabs gets a back of a length delivery. And he's on the back foot, plays it easily into the offside, can't score. So it's going to be Willett. Steams in once more to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is pushing this one into the onside and off and running. Quickly around is Ken Pemberton, but can't prevent the single. 1 more to the total. Willett steams in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is pulling at that down the leg side. White signal by the umpire Frank Munzak. Willett, Acadiento moves in now to bowl. Short, he's pulling that one away, but there's a man at long leg coming across. They're thinking of the second. Thought seriously about it and then went back in his crease. So one more to the total. Fabs it is in strike. Willett moves in now to bowl. Gets a wide delivery. That has to be a wide. Losing the script badly there is Willett. Maybe striving for too much pace. Willett it is. Steams in now to bowl. And beaten outside the off stump. He pushed tentatively at that one and he was comprehensively beaten. Went through to the keeper. Willett it is. Races in now to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is pushing it into the onside. Off and running. He's quickly across. And saw Alzari Joseph pull off something like that. Willett might have watched that as well. Raced across and had a shot at the stumps. But Pluck was quickly home. One more to the total. So, All Stars represented here by a good outfit, really. A little touch on that. Those down to long leg. Feels nicely, and only one more to the total. So that ends the over. And quiet start, but certainly uneventful, except for Pluck having a few, should I say, not totally in control against the left arm spinner. But so far, so good. So, here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Quietly, back and across his Pluck. A little bit more settled. He certainly had some issues in the last over against this bowler. So here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. He's having a wild swing at that. A bend of the knee from Pluck, and he swung lustily at that. And he certainly wasn't in line with that. And quickly now, Fabs is having a word with him, saying, "You're throwing it away, youngster. You could be here for a lot longer. Just be patient." Certainly had a wild swing at that one. So, here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Flat, and he's standing up straight. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. Here he goes once more. Bowls. He's beaten. That one keeping down and comprehensively beaten once more. He was going back again, looking for the extravagant looking shot off the back foot. And he was really at sea against this bowler. And hasn't really settled as yet. Here he goes once more. Moves in out to bowl to Pluck. Short. He's flashing and missing. Well taken by Carlin Boy and Tuckett. Pluck is living a charmed life right now. Fans are screaming at him to settle. Just seems a bit hurried. Just seems a bit anxious. Does not seem settled. He goes once more. Moves in out to flat. And this time he's playing this one. It was dead on stumps. Flat and fast. This time he kept it out. Willett it is. Moving in now to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is struck on the pad, but I think outside the leg stump. There was a loud shout from Acadiento Willett, but I think pitching outside the leg stump. He was really excited, the Acadiento Willett, jumping in the air. The umpire, Frank Munzak, is unimpressed. Willett moves in once more to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is punching this one into the offside. Can't score. So it's going to be Willett. Working up a bit of a pace now as he races in now to bowl. Fabs is on driving. That's gone towards the boundary because there's nobody deep. And slows up badly though. The outfield very heavy. So according to what Jabal said, there was some rain. And so the rain has had its effect on the outfield. We have seen it happen a couple of times. The ball just pulling up. So it's going to be Fabs in strike once more to Willett. Flash and a miss, that's wide. Has to be wide. Acadian to Willett it is from the pavilion end. Moves in now to bowl to Fobs. Fobs is punching this one slow ball. So good variation there from Willett. Slow ball. Picked it a bit late and just eased it into the offside. No real attempt to bash it away. So it's going to be Willett. Fabs getting some encouragement from Jabal at the far end. Brownhill to the bone he is. Moves in now to bowl. He's on the back foot. Pushes it into the offside. Thinking of the single. Ross Powell is in quickly. Can't score. Ends up pretty good over that from Acadian to Willett. So, left arm spinner continues from the far end. Moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is driving, looks a lot more fluent, but only finds the man at short extra. Moving nicely, that looks like Onaje Amri. Putting those bucket-like hands around it, pulling it in easily. So here goes. Moves in once more to bowl to Pluck shorter and making some height. And they went through for the single. I don't know who called for that, but the ball was going down to Side Williams, and my goodness, that was either suicidal or brave. I mean, they ran through for a single on Side Williams at that short point position. Well, they got through. I want to believe that Shelton Fabs just decided that he should get on strike, because Pluck just doesn't look too happy against the spin bowler. So I think he decided I want to take the strike. So let's see how he handles the spinner. Solidly forward. Confidence in that shot. Reaching to the ball. Stretching nicely towards it and just playing it back up the strip to the bowler. Settles once more. Looks a picture in his stance as he settles. Moves in once more to bowl. He's sweeping. He sent him on his way. Shelton Forbes is debating the call as he had a sweep at that one. Umpire Somersault has decided that it was between wicket and wicket. And so he took over from Pluck, but he was sweeping and sent by the umpire. He's not happy at all. But that's wicket number one. Well, it's a lot of chat out there because it's Kelvin Archibald Kesey, the captain who has gone out. He's on the back foot, plays it back up the strip. Lots of excitement out there. Now, those players who play with Kesey in the Leeward Islands setup, like Ross Powell and Carlon Boyd and Stockett, who play at that level, they're buzzing out there, trying to psych out Kesey. So here he goes, moves in once more to bowl to Kesey's on the back foot, carefully, just pushing it into the offside. That ends the over. It's going to be the tall Onaje Amri into the attack. Starts with a flat, fast delivery, punts into the offside. They're off and running. Single easily acquired. So Acadiento will let out of the attack for the moment. And They have realized that the spinner is creating probably the most problems, and so they have decided to put spin at both ends. Looks as if Carlon Bowen Tuckett is the captain, based on what I'm seeing. So here goes. Moves in now. Amri bowls. He's punching this one into the offside. Quickly moving across is Ross Powell. Good movement there. Sliding around and pulling it in. So here he goes. Bowls. He's swinging at that. That's an awful swing there by Kezron Archibald. A wild swing, I would say. And he was comprehensively beaten through to the keeper. So it's Zawandi. Zawandi, right? Zawandi White is out of Montserrat. He's playing for All Stars. Turns it into the onside. They're off and running. And they're thinking of the second. They're hustling back for two. So a bit off target on that occasion was Monaji Amri. And they get two. So Zawandi White out of Montserrat. He's playing for All Stars. Number 24 on his back. He's the one who started from the far end and picked up the wicket of Shelton Forbes. Having a quick word with Pluck is Archibald. So it's going to be Onaje Amri to move in once more to bowl to Archibald this time. Remember the shot he played previously comes solidly forward. Onaje Amri gives him the glare, and that excites the All-Stars players. They're saying, look here, man, we have a fight on here. So here goes. Najee moves in now, bowls. He's driving nicely. It's Kezron Archibald. White comes across, misfields badly. They should be thinking of two, but they would have settled early for one. But White was looking up before he had the ball in his grasp and didn't actually have it, and they didn't go back for the second. So one more to the total that ends the over. So the score is 33 for the loss of one. 9 overs completed. And it's going to be Zawandi White who will continue from the Akasha end. And he'll be bowling to Kezron Kezi Archibald, captain of the Brownhill team. So here is White out of Montserrat, representing All Stars. Ball flat is going in the air. That's gone. That's a lovely heave by Kezron Archibald. One big stride down the track and heave-ho. It's gone the distance. Maximum for Kezron Archibald. Beautifully struck on that occasion. Almost effortlessly too. Wasn't really a shot in anger. Just planting his right foot down the track and heave-ho. And went the distance easily. Well, the ball has been found. Let's see what kind of comeback. White has. Let's see what the follow-up shot will be from Kezron Archibald too. Here goes White ball. This time he comes solidly forward, almost stylishly, showing him the maker's mark. Back up the strip to the bowler. So White it is. Zawandi White. That name has featured for Montserrat for quite a number of years. He's a youngster still though. This time he's whipping this one into the onside stylishly. Finds the man at short mid-wicket. That's the man Onaje Amri can't score. So it's going to be White once more. And he'll be bowling to Kezron Kezi Archibald. Colin Archibald moves in now. White ball short. Too short. Way down the leg side too. And a wide signal by the umpire. So dragging it down on that occasion, losing the script for the moment as he moves in once more to bowl to Archibald. Bowls this time, that one popped on him. Archibald was in some discomfort. He was coming forward tentatively. The ball popped on him, probably struck him high on the pad. There was a little gasp from some of the fielders, but no harm done. Here he goes once more. White moves in now to flat and fast. He's turning it nicely into the onside. Running slowly. Maybe should have been thinking about hustling them for an attempt for two, but very early settling for the single. Changes being made. Pluck has been out there, seems as if for ages, but he really hasn't scored a lot. Lots of dots have accumulated against him. Needs to settle really. Bowls now White is getting this one flat and into the Yorker length area. Comes down hard on it, keeps it out. That ends the over. So it's going to be Amri moving in now to bowl to Archibald. Looked a little tentative there in the dab. And fielder making a meal of it really as he came across. And that looks like Carmichael. So they went through easily for a single. Here goes Amri, bowls, turns it into the onside. They're off and running once more. So singles add up. So one more to the total. So here's Amri moving in now to bowl. Ooh, comprehensively beaten. That was a japper. I mean, it dropped, it landed, and it bounced. It spun away from Archibald. It cut him in half. And it was well taken there by Carlon Bowen-Stockett on that occasion, jumping to take it. Not a good delivery, struck on the pad. He's shouting his appeal. He has sent him on his way. Kesron Archibald bangs the bat into his pads. In disagreement and walks away. Well, he's saying he got an inside edge. Well, Onaje Amri had a bit of an exchange as well with him. Kesron Archibald not a happy trooper as he comes back. Wicket number 2 for Brownhill. And Shahid Tyson, recent addition to the Nevis over 35 team, played really well in St. Martin. He goes out to join Pluck. So Shahid Tyson it is, and he'll be taking strike from Onaje Amri. He's shouting his appeal as Tyson came forward. That one was spinning away down the leg side. He withheld the appeal somewhat and didn't really go into the appeal the way he did previously. Kind of half-heartedly appealed. So he moves in once more to bowl to Tyson. Loops it. Tyson is driving. Finds the man at point. His running down was Pluck. Had to get back quickly. And that ends a successful over from Onaje Amri. So it's going to be Carmichael into the attack now. So White has been taken out, but left arm spin replacing left arm spin. All Stars going in for the kill here. Beaton, there's a loud shout, he runs away. The umpires as unimpressed as Mount Nevis. Carlon Tuckett was running away in celebrations. They looked dumbfounded. The umpires as unmoved as Mount Nevis. As there was Pluck pushing forward again, beaten comprehensively. And according to Tuckett and those close fielders, they thought that there was a definite edge. But the umpire, as Mount Nevis stands a little bit cloudy this afternoon, he just stood as firm as that. Here's Carmichael moving in once more to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is pushing tentatively into the offside. Looks as if he wants to get off strike. Shahid Tyson says wait, as it was Syed Williams rushing in to pick it up. So 111 runs, almost looking like Mount Nevis right now. As All Stars making it. That's a lovely drive. That's a lovely drive. He picks the gap, but the man that made off races across, and they pick up a single. But if you gave boundaries for shots, that would have been 4. That was a lovely shot. Nice flowing drive that time. But he only got a single. Maybe one of these days they'll make a rule that when you play a shot like that, they give you 4. So here it goes. It's going to be Carmichael. And he'll be bowling to the newest addition to the Nevis over 35, Shahid Tyson. Here he goes, bowls flat, and he's cutting this one. Late dab, almost taking it out of his stumps. Going down to the man at back of the point. Short, can't score. Shide Tyson, also a very competent batsman and bowler. Good all-rounder. Featured for the Nevis Masters in St. Martin in a big way. Here goes Carmichael. Moves in now to bowl. Loops it and he's watching it through. Belatedly leaving it alone. So, here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl to Tyson Flatter. He's punching that one through the offside. Does he beat the man? No. He came across and got around to it. The big man, Kian Pemberton, he didn't actually hold it in both hands, but he knocked it down. Got to it quickly. Good bit of feeling. That ends the over. So it's going to be Unaji Amri, and I think the ball that was hit for 6 by Archibald has been found by Sanaldo Willett, so they have gone back to the original ball. Turns it into the onside. Quite easily done there by Tyson, and they get an easy single confidently, just turning it into the onside. One more to the total. I don't think a boundary has been scored as yes, except for the 6 scored by Keswan Archibald, so boundaries have been hard to come by. The tall Onaje Amri moves in now to bowl to Pluck. Pluck is pulling that one. That's a lovely shot. That might be a boundary. Speaking of boundaries, the man at mid-wicket racing across. Oh, the outfield is really tacky. The outfield is real slow. And so they only get 2. But again, for a shot like that, you'll think they should pass a rule, a law in the cricket manuals that would say that's 4. That was a lovely shot there by Pluck. So it's going to be Amri once more. Adjustments being made to the field now. The man has left the offside and is going where? Down to square leg. So Amri it is. Moves in once more from the pavilion and ball short, too short. He's pulling that one again and it beats over the head of the man at square leg. That was well played by Pluck. He dragged it down, did Onaje Amri, and he rocked back, did Carlon Jose Pluck, and he pulled it away hard. Shot in anger. Over. This time he decided to go deliberately over the head of the man at square leg and it went away for 4. So man has been sent right back on the boundary at square leg now. So they're trying to set him up, but Stuart Williams is telling the bowler to make the batsman play on his front foot. Don't bowl so short. Loops it now. He's coming forward. Let's see if a bit of bat was into that. They should be thinking 2. And he's rushing back now. Can he get there? He's struggling, but he gets there safely. And was there a signal? There's no signal, so a bit of bat into that. So 2 more to the total. Brownhill slowly but surely going towards the target. All Stars making them fight for it. Here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Loops it and he's tapping that one. That was well played. Playing it late and they should be thinking 3 here. Let's see if Tyson is going to go back. No, but that was well played by Pluck. A little bit of finesse in that one. It was flatter, fast outside the off stump, and he just dabbed it away and they picked up 2. Well played. Carlon Bowens Tuckett having a quick word with his Leeward Islands under 19 and West Indies under 19 teammate Onaje Amri. And telling him, look here, you're a little bit off script. He goes, loops it now. He's turning big, but it's going away down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. 1 more to the total. Crucial 1-2. So Amri getting it to turn, but he needs to line up a bat a lot better. Brownhill would be happy with that. They would want him to bowl a few more like that. Here he goes. Bowls now. Better line. That one is turning. He's getting some bite out there and some height as well. Well taken by Carlon Tuckett. That ends the over. Received word that Brownhill require 55 runs from 72 balls. Sounds like a walk in the park, but judging on what we are seeing here, it's certainly not a walk in the park. Still dicily balanced this game. And it would be interesting to see what the end result is. As here goes Carmichael. Moving in now to bowl to Tyson, flat and fast. He struck on the close. He sends him on his way. Flat and fast, and Shy Tyson was pushing down the line and struck. And I saw the nod of the head there from Somersault, and the bowler and the keeper and the fielders. They were celebrating early. And he was pushing. He was flat and fast, struck him on the pad, and he has been sent on his way. Interestingly, all 3 wickets to have gone so far have all gone via the LBW route. It's going to be Carmichael moving in now to bowl to the new batsman. He's cutting at that one. That's Anand having a flash and a miss as he goes through to the keeper. Well taken by Tuckett. So, Trinbago Red Force representative Carmichael bowls flat and fast. He's stylishly in line. Is Anand. Plays it back up the strip on the offside. So, Anand, who is a no-nonsense kind of batsman, scores rapidly too. Carmichael it is. Moving in now to bowl to Anand. Anand swings at that one. The slug sweep attempted, but he wasn't to the pitch and just dragged it along the turf. Because he goes once more. Oh, short, and he's punching at that. His eyes opened up, but I don't know if the ball held up somewhat because he was slamming at it, and he wasn't quite there by the time the shot was completed. Bounced off the edge to the keeper. No harm done. Here he goes once more. Bowles is coming forward, thinking of the single. Carlon Tuckett chases after it, and then decides to stay in his crease. That ends the over. Testing over that from Jaden Carmichael. So 58 for 3 the score. Change in bowling. Onaje Amri has been relaxed for the moment, and Junie Williams, former Nevis all-rounder, is into the attack. Brother of Stuart Clayton Williams, and he's going to bowl left arm leggies as well. Batsman settles. He bowls. He's driving at that. His pluck, slamming the bat into the turf. An extravagant looking drive. And one of the things you'll find with Williams is that he bowls a lot faster than the other leg spinners. Here he goes once more. Bowls. He's stumped. Oh, that was quick bit of work there. He was driving at that. Carlon Bowen Tuckett had the bails off in a flash. He's a really good wicket keeper, Bowen Tuckett. The bails just went off in a flash. There was no chance of getting that back foot back from young Pluck. He was driving, back foot was lifted, and Carlon Bowen Tuckett had the bails off in a flash. Success immediately here for Junie Williams. And so Pluck goes back. It has been a mixed bag, really. Couple of nice looking shots, but the leg spinners seem to have him a lot of trouble all the way through. Chishawn Francis would have had a couple of stints in England. Very exciting left-handed batsman. Batting a little further down in the order today. And he goes out now to see what he can do for Brownhill. Here's Francis taking his first delivery. Turns it into the onside. Can't score. So it's going to be Williams once more. to bowl to Francis, flat and fast, and he's on the back foot, playing it carefully into the offside. Can't score. So Williams has started well. And Trishawn Francis, as I said, a very exciting left-handed batsman. Let's see how he counters here. He's having a flash at that. He threw everything at that. Came up, peeled off the edge, and is racing towards the third man area. I think the fielder has given up the chase. This one didn't stop on its own. It's gone for 4, but he really threw everything at that. He had the width, but he didn't really come across his stumps. He just flung everything at it. The microwave, the stove, the kitchen sink, and maybe a couple of pot spoons as well. And that just peeled off the edge and raced to third man for 4. Not in total control though. The bowler would be a little bit, well, I think right away they're putting a slip in place. Scarlett Tuckett. He's playing this game tough. It's tough ball here. Big man cricket it is. So right away he has put a slip in place. And letting Trishawn Francis know, I have a slip in place now. So here goes. Williams bowls. He's playing this one back up the strip to the bowler. And that ends the over. Successful over for Junior Williams. Strokes it back up the strip to the bowler. And the over started here by Carmichael. Annan pushing hard at it. Slip in place now. Here is Carmichael moving in now to bowl. Loops it. He's having a swing at that. Full swing of the bat. Almost baseball type swing. That arch and everything. Swinging at it, and it goes down to long on for a single. A lot of effort and energy into that shot from Annan. He can belt it a distance, I can tell you. And so that brings Francis into strike. So Tuckett making some adjustments to the field, making sure they have to have 4 in the circle at all times. So here's Carmichael moving in now to bowl to Francis. Francis is turning at that. Well taken by Tuckett, shadowing the stumps in the process. Wide signal by the umpire. So here goes once more. Francis in strike as he goes, both short, and he's on the back foot. Carmichael races across, knocks it down with his right hand. And free hit, apparently he overstepped. So in the process of getting the quicker one in, he overstepped. And I could tell you this, Trishawn Francis needs no second invitation. He's going to swing and swing hard. Here's Carmichael, here's a swing, he's punching it down towards the man at long on, he's racing in. They have settled early for 1. Just a little jog through. 1 more to the total. 1 more to the total. So that just adds up nicely. 1-1-1 full basket, as they say. Here he goes. He's cutting at that. Lazy looking shot there by Annan. True to the keeper. Bowen Tuckett didn't hold on to it. But I don't think there was an edge on that. Not from the reaction. Here goes. It's going to be Carmichael once more. Moves in now to bowl to Annan, and is sweeping. That's a lovely shot, but well stopped. Brilliant effort there by Zawandi White. Did it almost nonchalantly. That was well carved that time by Annan. Well swept, but well fielded by Zawandi White. Had 4 written all over it. As he goes, bowls, he's backing away, punches it into the offside, but finds the fielder at extra cover, can't score. So that ends the over. So it's going to be Junior Williams will continue from the pavilion end, and he'll be bowling to the left-handed Trishawn Francis. Here he goes, bowl. Francis is solidly forward, and maybe half thinking about a single there, but Naji Ahmed was quickly out of the blocks, and coming in as well was it looks like Carmichael, so they decided against it. So it's going to be Williams once more. Bowls on the back foot. That's a dangerous play there, and it could Not quick reaction there by the fielder, but he was beaten, comprehensively beaten, and flew past the keeper as well for a bite. So it seems as if there are some that are popping disconcertingly out there. So looks as if we have a few that will pop and jump at the batsman. So probably not the easiest pitch to bat on, as was indicated by Carlon Bowen Stockett. So it's going to be Junior Williams once more. There goes Bowes. Yorker length delivery comes down hard on it. So here he goes. Moves in once more to bowl. A Yorker length delivery again. He's not very comfortable in digging that one out. Got the bat on it, but he wasn't the most comfortable trooper, I could tell you that. So it's going to be Williams once more. Moving in now to bowl. He is hitting that one in the air past the bowler with his right. And can't pull it in, so it goes down to mid-on and single easily acquired. Quiet proceedings here right now. It isn't like hot, fast, blazing cricket. Brownhill trying to claw their way to this target. All Stars trying to fight hard to restrict them. Here he goes now. Bowles. He's trying to kind of paddle there. It was outside of his legs, so he didn't go for the full-blooded sweep. He just tried to paddle it, missed it. I think it's going to be wide. Let's see what wide. Yes, it is. So that's 3 wides because they crossed for 2. So 3 crucial runs that they all add up. Elkamido Willett, left arm, leg spinner, par excellence. He's telling him line. He bowls again. He's off target, clipped away nicely. It's gone past the man at the long leg region, but he's going to pull it in. They're going to get 2 more easily. Nicely clipped away by Trishawn Francis. So 2 more to the total. That ends the over. A little bit off target that time, Williams. But it's going to be Carmichael, and he'll be bowling now to Anand. Here's Carmichael, bowls to Anand. Anand's backing away a long way. Punches it into the offside. Maybe not. A shot I would recommend again. He was backing away a long way, and it was in the air and dropping short of the fielder. So it's going to be Francis, Trishawn Francis taking strike now, and the left armer Carmichael moves in now to bowl flat and fast. He's tugging at that. Definitely a shot in anger. He was going after that hard. Didn't time it. Went away to backward up square. They got a single easily in the end. So 1 more to the total. So it's going to be Carmichael moving in now to bowl to Anand. We understand that it's a run. He's backing away again. That's another awful shot. Way back away when the ball is all the way outside the off stump. You need to be coming towards the ball and not backing away from the ball. So not a good pick on that occasion from Anand. Here's Carmichael once more. He would be watching that closely. Again, he's backing away. Hits it hard. Past the bowler. They're going for the single. But again, he's backing away. That tendency to back away, leaving all 3 stumps exposed. And as we change batches, Carmichael dragged one down, and Trishawn Francis rocked back and pulled it to mid-wicket for 4. Lovely shot on that occasion. So 4 crucial runs here for Brownhill. It's really, this match dicily placed here. Here it goes. Oh, Francis is punching that one down towards long on. Seems to be growing in confidence here. He punched it hard down towards long on. A single though. And that effectively brings an end to the over. So Najee Amri has been brought all the way back now to what effectively is long off for the left-hander. It's going to be Junior Williams to continue. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Francis, pushes it off They're asking for 2. Field has to come in a long way, and he gets it too. Very good running. They were pushed actually by the spectators. They were asking them to go for 2 because Ken Pemberton had to cover a lot of ground, and they got 2. So a nice little partnership building up between these two. It's worrying signs now for All Stars. They need a wicket and they need it quickly. Settles over his bat now. Moves into bowl. He's off target once more. Turns it nicely into the onside. They might even be looking for 2 more. But this time, Side Williams is around quickly. They can only get 1. So 1 more to the total. 1-1 full basket, they say. And every run here has been applauded now by the Brownhill fans. And an in strike is Williams. Loops it. He's swinging into that. Is the man going to get across? He does. So Ken Pemberton lined it up nicely and pulled it in with both hands. So only a single, but he really whacked that. Did Anand. Really, he's a fierce hitter of a cricket ball. Jody Williams moves in now to bowl. He's pushing it. Is that a catch or is that a catch? Is that a catch or is that a catch? That's as brilliant as they come. Ross Powell was diving away and he couldn't get to it. He stretched out his left hand and scooped it up. What a fantastic catch. It was a tentative push by Trishawn Francis, and it looped away in the air. It was well away from Ross Powell. He covered some ground, realized he couldn't reach it. He dived, and his outstretched left hand scooped it up in fantastic fashion. What a catch. Well, Powell out of St. Kitts, Ezzy. He has represented the St. Kitts team on numerous occasions. Good all-rounder, aggressive type player. Can hit a long ball and also a very good medium pacer. Need some runs from him. I think 29 required. He's driving, but the bat hitting the turf very hard and not timing it. Goes into the offside. Side Williams in attendance, can't score. So we understand some 29 runs required, but that 29 runs could look like Mount Everest. He's getting a bit of bat and pad into that as he came forward tentatively. That ends the over. Another successful over for Jody Williams. Well, I think we might have had a bit of a change once more. Is this Sawandi White back into the attack? We'll wait and see. Yeah, looks like White. Flat and fast. I think maybe a bit of bat into that and then just roll back towards the wicketkeeper. Now, the way White bowls, this backing away by Anand is not going to work. He seems to be bowling straight at stumps. So let's see what happens here now. It's going to be White once more. And he'll be bowling to Anand. Here he goes, bowls. He's backing away again. Finds the man at short third man, rushing through. Is Ezzy Powell. And they get a single, but again he's backing away. Got a bit of width on that occasion, fortunately for him. So that brings Powell into strike. So Powell into strike. And he'll settle over his bat now, Powell. So he goes, moves in now to bowl to Powell. Powell gets one, he's punching it into the offside, handled it well. They're thinking of 2 and decide against it. So 1 more to the total. Shot. He's hitting this one straight down the ground, but there's a man at long on. He's coming in. They're coming back for the second. This could be interesting. This could be poor work. Annan just stood there. Ezzy Powell was rushing through. The fielder picked up what was going on and threw it towards the keeper. And it's All Stars, the team celebrating. Annan just didn't move. Looks as if one of the tractors at the government repair shop needed some work on it, and Annan just stood there. And as he was rushing down, he would not be a happy trooper coming back, walking wide of everybody. And you kind of pick up body language and know that the bat might be in some trouble. Well, I think as he went all the way around St. Kitts past Bovey Island to get back to the pavilion, he's certainly not a happy trooper. Well, it's going to be White, and he'll be moving in now to bowl to the new batsman, low crouch. So stayed in that low crouch area and just paddled it around. Gets a single. Punches it into the offside. That's a lovely shot. That's gone deep. Misfielded. They come back for the second. $89 for 6, 20 overs completed, 5 overs to go, 112 is the target. This is interesting. Great matchup here. Two of the major teams on Nevis facing off. Here's Williams, bowls. He's pushing it uppishly on the onside. Can't score. So 89 for 6. 5 overs remaining, 4 after this. Who's going to take this? And it's all about making sure that they take their pressure tablets. Moves in now to bowl. He's swinging into that. That's a lovely shot, but there's a man deep. Alistair. So it's going to be Williams. Moving in once more to bowl. He's swinging into this one. It's gone the distance. Annan has certainly done what he does best. He just swung hard into that. And it went clear of the tall man at long on and away from him. Gone for 6. So, brave shot that by Annan. Swinging into that. Shot in anger. So, Onaje Amri now right back on the rope. And Annan gives you the impression that he's not going to ease up. 95 the score. And that's certainly a telling blow. Loops again, he's swinging into that. Has he found the gap? The man is racing across. Well done by Ross Powell. Gets a return in quickly. And they get 2 more. So it's all happening here. Carlon Tuckett trying to find out the score. 15 required. So it's going to be Joni Williams going between the umpire and the stumps now. Bowls. He's pushing it hard at it. A bit uppishly, but dropping well short of the bowler. So 15 runs required. It has been a really good matchup this. Loops it. He's swinging into that. Straight down the ground. Will the man get across? They are calling for 2. But good work there by Kian Pemberton. Direct hit 2. Knocking out the stump. But leaning it back. And fortunately the batsmen remained in their creases. 14 runs required. 14 runs required. Annan is probably the big difference between the two teams right now. And it's going to be Zawandi White who is continuing. Moves in now to bowl. He's backing away. his customary back away. And a flash at that, swinging hard. And he can't score. So it's going to be white once more. Moving in now to bowl to Anand. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Anand. Gets it up in the block. He slams that hard. He really packs a punch, I can tell you, Anand. And all of the hard work at the government repair shop goes into those shots. So it's going to be the other batsman. I'm getting some help now. Alistair Thompson, could you tell me who this batsman is? Number 9. Ask somebody from Brownhill for me. I need a name. So here he goes, moves in out to bowl to the left-hander. He's sweeping this one away. Has a low crouch and thinking of the second. And when he sweeps, he virtually stays in that crouch position, but he has handled it well so far. And gets a single. So that brings Anand back into strike. So Anand goes down and has a look at the pitch. Well, we understand that it's Malik. So here he goes now. He bowls. He's punching this one into the offside. That's a lovely shot. The man has a long run. Comes across. They're calling for 2. They're going back for it 2. Carlon Tuckett gets it and couldn't pull it in, but it might have been pretty close. But Anand was rushing through like a freight train and got home for 2. So 2 more crucial runs. Every run here being applauded by the Brownhill posse. Willett is saying bowl the ball on the stumps. Marva is saying 9 more runs. You know she's Brownhill to the bone. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's punching that one and doesn't time it. And it goes back up the strip to the bowler. So I think the man between the 2 teams and victory here is Anand. He's backing away. He's leaving all 3 stumps exposed, but he's latching on to a few. And he's hitting them hard. So here goes once more. Zawandi White out of Montserrat. Moves in now to bowl to Anand and it swings. And it goes through extra cover and it pulls up. That's the way this ball has done a couple of times. Even though he hit it hard, he'll only get 2 because the ball decided to stop. I mean, the ball was traveling towards the boundary and just decided, I'm going to pull brakes. And they only got 2. So at the end, what he has signaled 4. The umpire signal 4 has confirmed with the fielder that it did get to the boundary. So it must have just trickled into the rope. And so 4 run signal. Not a lot of runs left. Probably just about 5 runs left to be acquired. Somebody's saying that everything can be finished in this over. And the batsmen have called for their helmets because Akade into Willett has been given the ball to try to make this crucial breakthrough with only 5 runs required at this point. So it's going to be Willett from the pavilion end. Races in now to bowl to Malik. He's swinging this one into the onside. The man dives despairingly, but he can't stop it. They should get maybe 3 here. They might even get 3, but they settled for 2. So 2 more to the total. And so 3 runs required. Might be all over by the shouting. The fat lady must be somewhere outside of the gate. Pretty close to the gate by now. Akade into Willett. Can he produce a hat-trick? As he races in now to bowl to the low crouching Malik. Pushes it gently into the offside off and running. Maybe throw it away. I think he has. No, he has hit the stump. Fortunately. And gets back. So 1 more to the total. 2 more runs required. Well, it has been a hard-fought game. But by the look of things, it looks as if Brownhill can clinch this finally. It would need something of a miracle now. And Anand is on strike. 2 runs required by my reckoning. So just 2 runs required. Anand might just go and want to finish it with a big maximum. Let's see how he handles this. That's a wide. Anticlimactic. The game's tied based on my reckoning. So the way I figure it, only one more run to win. I have to confirm that with the official scorers. But I think it's just one more run required. So when you're trying too hard, and I think that's the case there, as Willett steams in once more to bowl to the aggressive Annan. Bowls. Annan is stroking it into the offside. They're off and running. Is that the victory? I think that's the victory. Based on my reckoning, that's the victory. Brownhill has won. What a game we have had. It has been a really closely fought game. But at the end of it, the home team has won, you could say, in convincing fashion, because it's about 4 wickets, winning by 4 wickets. So Brownhill has won. And what a game we have had. All Stars will rue the fact that they didn't score enough. And once they didn't score enough, well, they really fought hard in the field. But once they didn't score enough, you were always coming from behind, really. And so they fought hard, they fought well. But Brownhill managed to hold on to the end. And Annan was the one who finished it off there, maintaining an aggressive touch to the end and really batting superbly. So that ends the game. That's the way we're going to leave it from the Brownhill Recreation Grounds as the teams meet and greet to close out the ceremonial aspect of this game, greeting each other and saying, well done, see you next time, we'll beat you around next time, but for now, congratulations. So that's the game.